Hey.
What's up, Kwanza Global family? It's episode 18, and we are back
Yes, back.
with another episode. This episode is called In Time.
It's a mystery with this. Like, you would look at the episode, you would be like, in time. What does that even mean, in time? Like, what are you guys even trying to say? Well, okay. As you must know, in time basically means that, basically like we are literally in time.
Yeah, so
with
basically like
everything that we are doing right now.
Yeah, exactly. We're living.
So we are living in the moment. We are making things happening. So there's no right time. There's no wrong time.
Yeah.
So basically what you're doing, working towards your goal, that is the time you should be doing.
Yeah.
So if you want to wait till next year, whenever you want to use, okay, fine. But know that your time is now, right?
Yep.
Your time is happening right now. So why waste it? Use every second of it. Use every minute of it. Use every hour of it, and work towards that goal.
Yeah. And remember that there's also don't worry about running out of time or anything of that sort. Running out of time, is pointless to really say as far as work or just worry about, it's running out of time. I feel like I'm running out of time to do what I really want to do, or really go out there and do this. It's like, why? How? It's like, that's another thing, as humans, we get caught up in. Think about what you're saying. You're running out of time. So you're saying that tomorrow you won't be here, or the next day. Do you know that for sure? So you won't be here next week. It's been 3 months so you're running out of time. It's like, so in those 3 months you couldn't, finish that project, do what you said you were going to do, and all that time that you were supposed to be running out of time. Are you the timekeeper? Do you keep clock of of how many hours, days, years, or whatever, how much time you have left on this earth, or how much time this person has? Like, you don't know that. So running out of time it's a concept that we need to do away with, because you don't know how much time you have left. So you saying you're running out of time would be you basically saying how much time you have left. That I only have 2 years I only have till I'm 76, or only have till I'm 80, or only have till I'm 90. You don't know that. So the fact that you don't know that, you can't possibly say realistically that you're running out of time, at all. You know what I mean? So since you don't actually know, you have no idea of actually how much time you have left, back to square one, which is, live your life, knowing that you don't know when, your time is up. You don't know when when that's it, that there's nothing else for you to do. You don't know when your time is up. So because you don't know, every time you are up, every day, you're alive, each and every day, you have an opportunity to do what it is you want to do, what it is you are called to do, what it is you love to do. You have that opportunity to do that, right now, right here in this present moment, in time, in time. You're not out of time. You wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be listening to this if you were. You're in time, and so go out and do it.
Yeah.
At that point, stop making excuses. No more excuses. Stop worrying about tomorrow. You're here right now, so do something about it. Work toward whatever it is you're trying to work towards, and stop worrying about running out of time, or the next day, when the next day comes and you're there for it, do what you got to do. But right now you're here, so in time, so worry about right now, and everything else will work itself out. So that's what we're talking about here. Just being conscious of the moment of where you are right now, where your 2 feet are right now. Be conscious of where you are, and don't get caught up in
Don't
the
get caught
time
up.
you're not
Yeah,
in.
the time. Don't get caught up in finding the perfect timing
Yeah,
to do things just because, I feel like people who say that like to say, oh, maybe it's not the right time and whatever. Oh, just lazy people.
Yeah, I'm telling
You
you,
either you're
it's
lazy.
it's an
It's an excuse. Either you're lazy or you don't.
or you're wearing yourself
Right.
or you're overthinking it too much.
You're overthinking it too much, and you're not really starving for it.
Yeah,
Like you're not hungry for it. Like you're not. It's not your call. Period.
Yeah.
That's not something you actually live for. You're not really vision or that word again.
Yeah,
Visualizing it. Like you're still
Yeah.
dreaming.
Yeah. Now you have to.
You gotta wake up. Somebody
gotta
need to
wake up.
snap you out of it.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's
this
not dreaming
time
no more,
right
it's
here,
there.
you don't want to waste it.
Yeah, you gotta grab it.
I was just about to say that word. You're supposed to grab every second of it and use it.
Yeah.
Work toward that goal.
Yeah.
Again, LeBron, Kanye, Rihanna, Jay-Z were not going to be billionaires today if they didn't think this was their time.
Yeah.
They didn't have to. They didn't wait any time. But it's just that people are not thriving enough for things that I think it's not their time. You gotta understand that every second of it matters. Every minute counts, and the more that you are doubting yourself and you're saying it's not the right time, that's because you're doubting yourself.
Yeah.
And the more you do that, don't expect your supposed right time to come for you to do what you're supposed to do, or don't think because you didn't do it now means you're gonna do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because guess what? You're slowing yourself down.
Yeah.
Because whatever you were supposed to go through, you could have went through that before, and and by that time when you reach your supposed time could be the time when you actually reach that goal of yours and become that billionaire. But if you want to say next year, okay, you don't know what's going to happen next year. Are you going to be alive next year? Yeah. Are you going to have that type of... Are you going to be healthy next year?
Yeah. You don't know nothing.
Are you going to have money to start whatever you want to start next year?
Yeah.
Are you going to be homeless next year?
You don't have that type of control.
You don't know.
You do not know.
You do not know. And that's why you've got to have confidence in yourself and saying, I'm going to grab this chance of mine. I'm going to grab that second. It could be anything, right? It could be the fact that you are right now in the job that you don't like. And you're saying, oh, I don't want to quit the job and ending up and trying to search for a better job, knowing that you don't like the job you're in and you're unhappy. Trust me, quit the job. I'm gonna say it right now. Quit the job, because people are gonna say, okay, it's true, money, whatever, but that energy that you're pouring into the job that you don't like, you could be pouring that energy into finding the job that you do deserve, or starting that business that you want to do. And as much as that, and as much as we say, it's true, it's gonna come down to financial struggles. But if you're putting as much work, but if you believe that's the thing you're supposed to be doing, if you believe that is your call, if you thrive, and because you know you're gonna end up being financial difficulties will make you work hard more, 10 times more. Trust me. You gotta have you gotta have boldness. Like, you have to be bold enough to say, I can do this, and really believing in it and doing it, because you need the money, you need this and this to help you do things. So you're not gonna sit around. Are you gonna sit around and act like you got everything under control? You don't. You're just getting started, and there is no time in getting started. You've got to grab every second, and then you got to do it. So it's up to you. Again, I just love how how our like episodes relate. I'm telling you, it's a blessing. Like it seems like we literally say the same things, but like we're not saying the same thing, but it just like it follows, like it's a flow.
It's all
There's like
connected.
it's all connected. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like it's connected. You visualize episode 15 again. It's saying success is in the vision, like you're visualizing it, that you're succeeding. That's the only way, number one, the only way to do anything else, the only way to succeed, the only way to start.
Yeah.
That's the only way. You gotta see yourself there. That's number one. That's a priority. Episode 16 was you ready? Are you ready to take that road now? To go for it.
Yeah.
You have a choice. Easy way, safe way, or the actual way. Because again, the actual way don't have any safe or easiest. It's it. That's it. You are in it for life. So you go for it, you're going at it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then we have flowers. Now, are you gonna wait till you get there to reach? I mean, are you gonna wait till you get there basically to give yourself your flowers, to literally be proud of yourself? Or are you gonna really enjoy like the moment? Or are you gonna realize that I wouldn't be here before, but I'm here now?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be proud of myself. By being proud of yourself, you're pushing yourself even harder. And again, even if no one is supporting you, even if you have no supports, all you've got is you, right? But you're not alone. You have God.
Yeah.
You have God. God is watching every step. And that's the thing with God. Once he knows your heart, once he sees how badly you need that, he's not going to let you down.
Yeah.
Why would he do that? He's not going to let you down. Period. He's not. We have a fair God. He cannot see his child suffering, working hard, days and night for something and letting him down or letting her down. There's no way.
Yeah.
Then we have in time that we're talking about just now, that I'm loving it so far because it kind of concludes the 3 episodes so far.
Yeah.
It literally said in time, like you're right in time for it. And that's how you grab your chance and you go for it.
Facts.
There's no way somebody gonna tell you you're too early, you're too late.
Yeah.
I mean, who can tell you that?
Facts.
If it's not like who got the balls to come to you and be like, you're doing something too early, doing something too late, or you're too young, or you're too old.
Yeah.
Come on, even old. Wasn't the KFC owner, what's his name? That old man started his chicken crunch and chicken like when he was old.
He started real late.
Please stop! Guys, come on! We gotta wake up. Our generation can do so much better than that. I know we can. We just need some push up, man. We need this. We need this for each other. That's why I love this podcast so much. When Mayokun came with this idea, we need this. We need more of that for us. And we're so happy that we got the chance to do that, because this platform here is a big privilege.
Absolutely.
It's amazing that we have all this platform that was made thanks to the internet. I guess it has its own positive and negative way. But at the end of the day, we're still able to share our opinion and our voices and be heard. So that's the good thing about it. And we're still spreading awareness, and we're spreading inspiration words, and we are trying our best to wisdom, and we are trying to uplift our community, and then our adults, like our young adults and ourselves as well, because by talking about it, we're also learning from it. We're also be like, oh yeah, this makes it, because before we come on here, we talk about it. We talk about the topics and how we ourselves experience it. And then we're able to share it out, because it wouldn't make sense if we don't even do it ourselves, or if we just don't visualize it, if we don't see it. And I honestly think this podcast will go, that's so much to do. It's gonna be great. Like, God is good, and we only are just getting started.
Exactly.
So, and we are on the right time too. So, right time, right era, right years. Everything is right. So It
And
don't matter when if it's 2 or 3 people listening.
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. We know we're doing it, and people are gonna listen to it. They're gonna take it, and they will be okay because of that.
Yep. And there's literally people just get caught up in how, which is something we talked about before, relating to this topic, people get caught up in believing that they're running out of time, or that it's not the right time because they see, their
All the people,
peers
right?
and what people have done in the past, have done, and people, their peers are doing, and they're comparing themselves, and they're like, man, since I'm not at this stage yet and this person is doing all of this, what's the point of even starting? I'm so far behind. And you start comparing yourself and basically judging, where you're at and how you're going to do and all of this before you even start. And you're already defeating yourself. And you're basically looking at someone else's life, someone else's journey, and you have no idea what they've been through, what they've done, any of that. You have no insight into that. Or at least not as much as you think you do, and you're already defeating yourself based off that, and drawing conclusions that, you've already run out of time, or you're running out of time, or that it's not the right time for you, and that's completely false. And you're just, and at some point, it becomes an excuse for you not to start at all, and you need to, those are, that's exactly what you don't want to do. That's exactly what you shouldn't do. You're in time. You're in time. So
right
it's either
time.
you're gonna do it, or you're not gonna do it.
You're
So
not gonna do it. Yeah.
So it's you do it or you don't.
Don't look at all the people and
don't
trying to make it seem
yeah.
like because you're doing it, you're
Yeah.
not doing. You haven't even started.
You haven't even started, so you have no room to say
You haven't even started.
that you're not in time.
And number one, you're not even confident in yourself.
Yep.
You're not even confident in yourself. So you can't even talk about other people.
Yep.
Because you don't know what they're going through.
Yep.
You don't know whether they are actually doing it the right way.
Yeah.
Not even the right way. You don't even know if they're themselves confident about what they have. Because even if they started early, you don't even know, like, you starting it later or you starting it, you're doing it.
Yeah.
It's making a difference.
Yeah.
By pushing them too.
Yep, exactly.
Because you're looking at yourself like, I'm not doing something right, but you're also doing something that's going to make them feel like they are doing what they're supposed to be doing too.
You don't know who you're inspiring.
You don't know who you're inspiring.
When you just get up off your butt and do what you got to do.
Exactly.
You don't know who you're inspiring, who you're motivating. You don't know who's watching. And you're over here, convincing yourself that you should just sit down and just watch TV and not do a thing about your life. And that's the worst mistake you can make, is not do anything at all. And you compare yourself to other people, and those people, like Grace just said, need you, and you're giving up on yourself because you think they're better than you, or they're doing better than you, or they're further along than you, or that they're smarter than you. And you're basically putting yourself down when you're just as good as them, or can even show them how to do things better. But because you're defeating yourself and talking yourself down, you're defeating, yourself. And that's what you don't want to do. And you end up quitting, and you don't want to do that. You're in time. Nobody's further ahead or longer than you. Nobody's further back than you. No, everybody's at their own time, and everybody is in time. Just as it is. Just the way it is. So don't get caught up in all of that. You not moving at all, again, is much worse than you starting and falling and making some mistakes. It happens. Everybody goes through that. Make mistakes, get back up again, keep going. Don't worry about it. But at the end of the day, do not just stay there and do nothing. That is the worst thing you can do. When you're trying to really, if you're really trying to, make a dream come into reality, do not stay put. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Don't look to the left, look to the right, look here for, if you're if you're, if you're making progress. No, you will know if you're making progress. Trust the process. Believe in that. No. You're gonna get that direction when you just focus on you first and understand that you have you have the time, to do whatever it is you got to get done. Don't worry about that. That's not in your control. That's not what you need to worry about. So worry about what you can control, and that's making an impact. That's inspiring people. That's dropping gems. Giving wisdom. That's doing what God has blessed you with, and putting that out into the world and making a change. That's what you can control. That's what you can do. So do that, and don't worry yourself with things you can't
and
control.
the potential you got. Be faithful. Be confident in your own self. Be confident in what you can bring to the table. Be confident about that, because once you know, you ain't gonna be worried about other people. Because you're just too busy looking at your own grass than the other people to see if their grass is greener. I mean, you gotta focus on your own self. And
that's a great point. You can't worry if the grass is green on the other side.
Yeah.
If you worried about taking care of your own lawn.
Yeah.
If you worried about taking care of your own grass, what time you gotta look to see if that other person got whatever is going on with their grass.
Mm-hmm.
So if you over there looking over there, that means you're not taking care of your business. Mm-mm. So you have to take care of your business.
Taking care of your home. Therefore, you're gonna be behind.
Yep.
It's gonna slow you down, and then you get nobody to blame but your own damn self. But your own self. What's wrong with me today? I think because we recording a lot. That's why. I think it's like time for me. But anyways, that's true. We are dedicated to that. That's how you know we are dedicated and we really want to do it. And even if the other one is tired and exhausted, the other one be like, nope, we gotta do it. Up.
Do it. Yep.
Or if we gotta be mad to one another because we forgot to record. Even though I reminded the person. Anyways, we're just having a little fun right now. But again, in time, it's really important that we really need to remember that there's no right time. Yeah. And life itself is a wake-up call for us to be doing what we're supposed to be doing, and to be up, and to wake up and to be ourselves.
Yeah.
And there is no right time for things, and there is no competition if you ain't worried about one.
Yeah.
Come on, like people, like I don't know, like nowadays it's like, oh, who's doing better than who? Like, I don't care, honestly. I know what happened to the table.
Yeah.
If you got a whatever, great for you. If you're doing well, I'm happy for you. But at the same time, I feel like we are too worried about other people. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We are too worried about other people, and then if it's something that you feel like, oh, I could squash it to move on, mm-hmm. you could do it. You know what I mean? Because sometimes people feel like because certain things happen, and the person may feel some type of way, it could be a reason why. Mm. Do you know what I mean? Like being able to realize that the other person is only doing what they're supposed to be doing, and then and then the other person is like, no, it's like she's doing that because I'm doing it, or
like basically so essentially, like, it's also something we talked about earlier. That just goes into the one-on-one thing where you gotta focus on yourself, because then if you're focusing on other people, you start going into a competition of and then that's when who's doing better than who, jealousy, envy, and all of that unnecessary stuff, because you're wasting time, energy, basically trying to figure out or almost, basically trying to peek in or figure out the life of what someone else is doing, figure out their life, and you just can't do that. You're gonna drive yourself crazy doing that, which is why, again, you have to focus on your journey, focus on yourself, one-on-one with yourself. In reference to an earlier episode that we've had, focus on yourself, and you're not running out of time. It's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world yet. Calm down. You're still breathing. God still has a purpose for you. There's still time for you to do what you gotta do. So, don't make excuses for it and start, looking at what other people are doing or blaming other people for what you're not doing because you're not getting up and putting in the work. You have to put in that work. No excuses. If you want to put in that work, if you want to get things done, if you want to, build something up, then you're gonna do it. Plain and simple. Nobody's gonna tell you otherwise. Nobody's gonna force you to not do it. No one's gonna stop you. That will be the end of it. Period. So that's really how you have to approach it. Approach it just like that. You're gonna be that you are in time, and there's and you have to control what you can control in that regard, and do what you gotta do. Fact.
Yeah, honestly, this is something that we feel like we can wrap up because again, there's a lot that has been said over these podcasts, over these episodes, and we feel like in time kind of concludes all of it. And if you really listen to it, you would see how they're all connected. Basically, they really are connected, and we're happy that actually turned out that way. So,
it's episode 1-8.
Yeah, 1-8 in time.
And right on time.
Right on time too. Perfect.
So I'll let y'all the next episode next week. Until then, Kwanza Global family, we out.
Peace.